All right, you guys, this is lot 751, and he is a 5-year-old crossbred gelding. He is super, super cool. He's just a little bit better than Greenbroke. Jackie's going to step up on him and just kind of show you guys this is not a dangerous horse. This is actually a really phenomenal little horse. I really like him. Kind of the same thing as the other one. He came from the same place that horse came from, except for, unfortunately, they haven't done a lot with him. They said that this horse is triple bred Peppy San Badger. And the reason I called him a little bit of a crossbred is because they said that his sire is double bred Peppy San Badger. His dam is by a Peppy San Badger stallion. And then on the bottom of that, she is like a crossbred mare. So he's 3/4 quarter horse, 1/4 something else. He's just now coming 5 years old in October. He's just right over 15 hands. Somebody has started him to where he's got like a little bit of a, maybe he was ridden in the round pen. We are going to start riding this horse every day. If somebody would like to sponsor his care, it would mean he could actually stay here and get broke. As you guys know, here's the deal. Jacob does not let me. It's all right. Just, where's, Dalton's not down there. But he is just coming 5. And he's not a bronc. He's got no dangerous to him. Super laid back. He's actually, truthfully, really, really, really intelligent, because we know that these horses have been out in the pasture for 2 years, which means he could have maybe just had 30 days as a 3-year-old and then been kicked out for 2 years. But as you can see, he's not super broke, but he's very sound. He's flashy as they come, and he wants to have a good little mind. Here, you pull, I'll kind of lead him around and we'll see if that, here, pull. There we go. All right. Sometimes you can kind of get one like loosened up. Okay, now pull him back my direction. Back to me. There he goes. And he probably needs his teeth floated. So horses like this get dumped at the sale barn because there's not a ton of market for big green colts. I mean, most people can't get them broke. I understand that. What I can offer this horse is if anybody would like to sponsor his teeth to be floated, or if anybody would like to maybe, good. I bet he had some time as a 3-year-old. It's just these horses have been turned out for 2 years. They were sold for killed due to no fault of their own. I'm going to price this little horse at $2,500. He'll be on the website, but I mean, I don't want to see him go to slaughter. So here's what I want to offer him. If anybody wants to sponsor him, what we allow is 10 days of training for $150. He can stay here and be ridden every day. He can be ridden every day, Helen, for $150 per 10 days. So if you want to sponsor one for an entire month, we have 2 other ones here that are, 4. We have 4 here that are being sponsored right now. And sometimes people get mad about this and they say, how can you ask people to pay for training on horses you own? No, these horses were bought by Jacob to slaughter. He's not going to put time into them. He's going to send this horse to kill. He's not going to invest money in him. So what happens is he will put his operating capital up and let me keep the horse here, but you just fund the upkeep while we try to put some training in it, and hopefully the horse can find a home. So you can sponsor him for $150 per 10 days. We really like to do it in 30-day increments, but here's the deal. You can already see this horse is wanting to be 100% better. It's just not his fault that he wasn't what they were looking for at auction, but he's a big, solid made 5-year-old. He'll be $2,500 on the website. We will ride him every day for the next 7 days. If you want to sponsor him from there on out, it would be fantastic. Star parties generally are achieved at 3,000 stars is normally about where it'll tip off. Please send stars if you guys have them. This is our 18th star party on this page. The other page is fixing to be on 18 also. So we're fixing to get our star streak achieved for 20. Please send stars. Helen, thank you. We also, if you want to sponsor their care, you can call the vet clinic, and for $164, they can tube worm, float teeth, and debean the geldings. It's $164. You can go to CrockettVet.com and call them. Tell them you want to sponsor number 1. What was he? 721? 751. Dyslexic! I've always been slightly dyslexic with numbers. Just know it's my whole life. It drives Jacob as a cow buyer crazy. He'll tell me it's 11:52 and I'll go, Gary, it's 25:79. And Jacob's like, I never said a 7 or a 9. Where did those numbers come from? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm retarded. My brain just... So if you want to sponsor him, it's $150 for 10 days of training. We will ride him for the next week. Maybe he's something that we can get going here. If you want to sponsor him a teeth float or to help him just to improve his quality of life moving forward, CrockettVet.com. He's 751. He's a beautiful little crossbred. He's 3/4 quarter horse, triple bred Peppy San Badger, and a quarter just kind of draft mare. Super nice horse, but the feet and the legs and the bone are huge on this horse. He needs time. He's not dangerous. He's never tried to hurt you. He's just like, I don't want to do this. You're not going to make me. But we can get him in the round pen and get him going. But I'll have him on the website. Just send him right here. Sometimes people also ask about the pricing. Listen, I have to price these horses to where a trader or somebody isn't going to come in here and then just haul them right back to Bowie or right back somewhere else. I price these horses where somebody can buy them for a good deal. Ronald, delivery is about $1.10 to $1.50 a mile, depending on who you, main side. Thank you. And we can get him for sure shipped to anybody, but for $2,500, that's a really cheap price for a good solid crossbred. And what I like is for that price, you can invest money in him and have the best horse of your life. For that price, I don't worry that somebody's going to just turn around and haul him right back to a sale barn, because right now prices are high. And while I don't want him to kill, I also don't want him to just be peddled around and around and around. It's also our job to protect them from being passed around and around. I'll get his picture. Heather will get him on the website. He's 751. He's 2,500. He's absolutely beautiful. You can sponsor a teeth float. And actually, I'll make a little list. We have a Amazon wish list that we're going to post, and we have a list of horses that absolutely need help from everybody. And right now with diesel and things the way they are, it's high, and unfortunately Jacob is you know what, Melissa, he really doesn't need a stronger rider. Jackie did a fantastic job, so I'm gonna argue this point. Jackie is a nice quiet rider, and she didn't upset him and she didn't scare him. If you put a stronger rider on him that spurs him and whips him, as young as he is, you're just going to frazzle his brain, and next time you step on him, you have a fight on your hands. Jackie did exactly what this horse needed, which was kindness and to teach him that we're good. He did everything she kind of asked. We'll put him up on a good note. Next time she gets on him, he's eager to deal with her again. He'll be excited to see her. We did it with Precious. He loves Jackie. She rides him a little bit. We'll let Tylen get on him and Tylen tunes on him, and then put Jackie back on him. And Precious has such a good mind because it's just a really nice balance. So fantastic job, because hey, let me tell you, not everybody's going to step on a 5-year-old this fucking big that's green, because this thing could hurt you super fast, and we don't know that he won't hurt you till we don't know. So what we know now is that he's super safe, but only because Jackie was ballsy enough to get up there. So let's not critique the person that stepped on the 5-year-old with basically no rides on the hard ground. Let's also be very grateful for her, because it's the only reason these horses have an opportunity, because I'm not doing it at 35 with screws in my pelvis. Sorry. So, all right, you guys, on to the next one.